Wait a minute, y'all.
Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like, and share, and
The
comment.
boy done switched up on you.
Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like, and share, and comment. Comment, like,
A
and
lying to
share,
me.
and comment.
And I know you lying.
Comment, like, and share, and comment. Did I hear? She can just cut it down a little bit. Am I ashy? I don't think so. All right. Chicken leg. Wait a minute, y'all. You guys look. If this is your very first time on this channel, run over there and subscribe for us. And after you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell beside the word subscribe so that you'll be notified each and every time that we upload a video. And then welcome to this great family. Now that you're part of it, there's some things that we do. And we do them every day because they help us grow. Those things are comment, like a share, and comment for the team. Comment, like a share, and comment for the team. Comment, like a share, and don't forget to comment, like a share. Comment, like a share. Comment, like a share. Don't forget to comment, like a share. Comment, like a share. Comment, like a share. Don't forget to comment, like a share. Okay, guys, check this out. We're going to pray. We're going to get into the goodness. Here we go. Hey, man, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? You guys, over here to the side. It'll be here in just a minute. Ain't nothing in it. Y'all, hold on a minute. I got my lips hot sauce. If you like your bottle, on the way up top, excuse me, blue, hit that link, and right there, you can get your lips hot sauce and your lips merged, okay? Also, over here to the side now, y'all. The beans in the building, y'all. There you go. The beans in the building, y'all. There you go. Let's see if you're nice and fresh. Here, you guys, today, Lil Ben has diet Coke in him today. That's what he has. Okay, you guys, today for the food, baby, we got us some big old gigantic chicken legs. These have got to be some of the biggest chicken legs I've ever seen in my life. They are. I don't know. We cooked them, honey. So hopefully they're done in the inside because they're really big. Over here, y'all, we got some collard greens and we have some turnips. Okay, I found this cayenne pepper sauce here, made by Mayan Fire, and I got my white onion, of course. I do. ERIN gonna be mad, but that's all right. You got a little bit up there in the front you can't see. Hey, I'm gonna put me some of this pepper sauce. I ain't never tasted it. Let me see what it tastes like before I throw it on my food, honey. I'll just use my hot sauce before I do all this. That ain't gonna fly. All right, y'all, here we go. First bite, there the greens. There they go. Wait Them terms is good. I had not forgot that I had them. But when I got ready to take the greens out the freezer, hubby said, "You want to turn it?" I say, I do. Ooh, hot. They were hot. So how y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Y'all, these chicken legs are humongous. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna be a thumbnail. Let's get it. Wait a minute. And I'm getting choked out early in the video. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's chicken good though. Mm. Mm. And it's so big. Mm. 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 It's big, y'all. It's so big. Mm. The outside coating. Mm. Mm. It's so crispy. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. A real simple meal, but it's a staple in the South. Mm-hmm. Mm. The green cornbread, the fried chicken. Well, that's a staple in the South. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 I gotta cut that out. Starting my throat, y'all. It's there. Yes, sir. That's good. That's just good. Y'all, I heard something today. Excuse me, y'all. I heard something today. I don't know if it's true. Because I haven't had time to research it yet. My head glistening and everything. Am I eating that hard? Let me turn the pan up. Am I eating that hard, honey? Y'all, I heard something today about the state of Texas. Well, like I said, I do not know if it's true or not because I just heard it, you know, right before I got on here. And I haven't had time to go and research it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. But I heard that the state of Texas is trying to pass a law to make the educators, excuse me, y'all, I'm so sorry. I heard that Texas is trying to pass a law to enforce or make the educators teach slavery as a side issue for the Civil War. Basically, to teach the kids that the Civil War was not about slavery, that was a side issue, that it was about money. Well, I don't get that. Although, it did have something to do with money. It did. But, it was to force the South to stop dealing in slavery. That's just what it was about. See, this is what happened, y'all. If you read your history, okay, this is what happened. Y'all in a piece with the turn up on it. Get your bit. Get your bite. From my understanding, from what I read, the slaves in Washington, D.C., you know, representing the North, I'm guessing, whatever. What it was The slaves had been freed in the North. Okay? So, with that being said, you know, of course, the South, that was their bread and butter. You know, cotton, tobacco, and rice were being produced in the South. They didn't want to get it up. And they didn't want to get out there and break their own backs to make the money. By that time, there was in excess of 4 million slaves in the United States by that time. You know, producing this rice, tobacco, and cotton. So in order to get the South under control, the president said, we're going to tax all the money that you make from exporting rice, tobacco, and cotton. We're going to tax it 45%. Or I'm going to say 45%. It's been a long time since I read this. But I think, don't worry about it. But I think it was 45%. It was a real high dollar tax, you know, because they were trying to get rid of slavery. And if we tax the money and basically take half of it because of the fact that you are making this money because of the slave, you know what I mean? That's good. Maybe we can stop it. Or that may put pressure on them to stop it. Okay? So they say it was about money, but that's what it was about. It was an elaborate way of the North trying to make the South in slavery. That's what it was. So the South said, the South said, you said that we could have these enslaved peoples, or our forefathers, you know what I mean, prior to, you said that we could have these slaves. We bought them. We spent our money on them. And this is what we use them for. To, you know, become insanely wealthy. Because we don't have to pay them. I saw that on the record. So they withdrew from the Union. The South did. Hence, become the Civil War. You know what I mean? The president wasn't about to lose half of the United States. He wasn't going to lose them states out of the Union. He wasn't going to do that. So they had to fight. But he knew when he done it, that they may have to fight. But the reasoning for him putting the taxes on the goods was to make them end slavery. But I heard that Texas is fixing to try to write it into law and make educators teach that slavery was a side issue. You know what I'm saying? Before the Civil War goes, that it wasn't about slavery, but it was. It was. The reason why I went on and brought this up today is because, remember, y'all look how big these chicken legs is. Look at that. Baby, that's huge. The reason why I brought this up is because when I did skim over this, when I saw it, I was like, that fits into what we talked about the other day. Because remember the other day, I told you, the person that, you know, controls the narrative of the past controls the future. You see what I'm saying? But the thing of it is the person that controls the present controls the narrative of the past. Now do you get it more what I'm trying to tell you? Oh, excuse me. The government that controls the future control the narrative of the past. They do. Because they're in power. And if they can force educators to make the Civil War not be about slavery, they're changing the narrative of what the past was about. So, if you can control the narrative of the past, because you control the narrative of the... okay, let me explain it a little better. If you control the narrative of the past, you can control the future. Okay? And if you control a governing body, the government, that controls the narrative in the present, you control the narrative of the past, which allows you to control the narrative of the future. Am I making myself plain? Am I making myself plain? Okay. If the government can spin a narrative to say that the Civil War that was fought for the slaves to end slavery, if they can control the narrative of the past presently to make the educators change the narrative of what the Civil War was about, and it wasn't about slavery, that lessens the effect of slavery being a bad and gruesome thing that the country was tore up and had to fight about. So therefore, if they can make slavery not be such a bad thing in the past, or that's not why the United States was split up and broke up and tore up and all them thousands, the hundreds and thousands of people that died, to lessen the blow of slavery and what it's done to this country, it just sets us up. It sets us up to change people's minds and views about what really happened back then, and the past is likely to repeat itself. You know what I'm saying? If you're not careful. For real. Keep in mind now, it doesn't matter whether it's 2022 or 2032 or 2050. The government, the people that we elect to put in office, write the laws and say what can be, is, and happens in this country. It's just what it is. Y'all, we as people, we have an obligation to make sure that our children and our children's children, and that the world does not forget what transpired here in this United States of America. The land of the free. You know what I'm talking about? That disturbed me when I ran across that. That they are trying to force educators in the state of Texas to teach the children that slavery was a side issue in the Civil War. Now you may say, well, LIPS, why would they even matter? Or why are they even worried of a conversation over these good greens and terms and fried chicken? But that ain't the question I asked. The question is, if it's true, why are they trying so hard to make sure that it's being changed? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I told you guys before, I'm the type of person, I listen to a lot more what a person don't say than what they do. Because why is it such an important issue? now, in 2022, for you to go back and try to write it into law, the educators have to teach slavery as a side issue of the Civil War. Why would that be important? Why would it be important for you to change the narrative of what happened back then? Why would that be important? You see what I'm saying? You gotta think about this thing. I do know this. In the state of Alabama, I meant to talk to you about this. Y'all know, what was the city, baby? What city does the Edmund Pettus bridge is it in? I know it's in Alabama, I know it's in that state, but I'm saying, what's the city that Martin Luther King then was crossing across the bridge to get to the next state? Look up on real quick. I haven't got the name of the city now, y'all. My bad. Because I wasn't going to talk about this. I wasn't prepared for this. But when I came across that, I said, hold up. I ain't researched it. But I still got to talk about this. Because I want to know, I have you know, a lot of legion in Texas. See if y'all know anything about this. Before y'all get the vote for people, let me say, Selma, Alabama. I forgot, y'all, my bad. The Edmund Pettus Bridge carries U.S. Route 80 builds across the Alabama River in Selma, Alabama. I don't know how I forgot that because Selma, Alabama, it burnt in my head, but I couldn't think of it right then. But y'all, I do know in the state of Alabama, they have passed a law to say that you cannot change the names of these, like the Edmund Pettus Bridge. I think that's the exact one that they were trying to get changed. You know what I mean? Because just like in Memphis, Tennessee, all of the Confederate statues and stuff like that, they removed them. They got them out of there. They no longer stand there in Memphis, Tennessee. You know, the Confederate generals and blah, 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 this, that, and the third. All the people that were celebrated for what they done in the Civil War, you know, and things like that. They removed all of that Confederate paraphernalia from the city of Memphis, Tennessee. So over there in Alabama, they were trying to get the name changed to Edmund Pettus Bridge. So they passed a law to say that you could not change the names of these historical bridges and stuff like that. But do you want to know why? It's because slavery may be gone, but racism will never die. Racism, it'll never die. Those bridges like that, Edmund Pettus himself, they say, I don't know for sure now, but was, you know, one of the grand wizards of the KKK. So they wanted to place, when they built that bridge, they named it they named it with the name, the Edmund Pettus Bridge. They named it that because that's a symbol. To say stay in your place. You know what I mean? That's why they took down all those statues and stuff in Memphis, Tennessee, because if you know your history and you learn your history, that statue standing there always says stay in your place. So they put into law in Alabama that these historical sites such as this right here cannot be moved. The name of it cannot be changed. The only way is you get this leader of the Ku Klux Klan's name down off his bridge if you tear down a bit of nothing. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, the state ain't gonna do that. Not a perfectly good working bridge. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know? However, I'm just saying it to say, y'all, stay woke. Stay woke. I don't live in Texas. I don't live in Alabama. But the things that they doing right up under your nose in your local government, you need to keep your eyes and your ears close to the ground. You know what I mean? Don't be around being not on the law and not paying attention to what's going on in your own state. Some of you in your own hometown. You know what I mean? You got to stay woke. Because I'm telling you, the person that controls the government, that controls the narrative of the present, control the narrative of the past. Because they can just spin a narrative of something that's not true. People begin to buy into it. They begin to say, So, and then the person that controls the narrative of the past definitely controls the narrative of the future. If they can soften the blow of what racism and what slavery done to this country in the past, ask yourself, why would they want to do that? Why would they want to change the narrative of what happened back there? If it ain't got nothing to do with the future. If it ain't got nothing to do with something they're going to try to do in the future. Whether it be 20 years from now, 30 years from now. Why would you want that to be changed? What the Civil War was about. Y'all better stay woke around these places. Y'all better stay woke now. In this great land of the United States of America. You better stay woke. Because racism ain't gonna never die. Racism will never die. It's inbred. That's something that ain't gonna never die. People can change. People are different. New generation, new people. But it don't matter. There is some bloodlines out there. There is some families out there with them old family names that were slavers, that owned slaves, that still believe in what they believe in. And they pass it on to their son. And their son passed it on to their grandson. And their grandson passed it on to their great-grandson. The beliefs of some of these people that were back there, that got these monuments and got these names of these bridges and things, their beliefs are still alive today. You can believe that. It passed down from one generation to the next, just as, what's the word, veracity? With the same veracity. No, that ain't right. But it passed down from generation to generation. For real. Some of that still right here is just hidden a little better. You know what I mean? That's all. But anyway, stay woke. Wake up. Pay attention to what's going on in your local government. That's why I always tell y'all every year. It is just as important, if not more important, for you to make sure that you vote on your local government as if you vote for the president. Okay, what? When the president get ready to do something, the president can't just say, bam, this something to happen. He make an executive order for some things to make some things happen immediately that have to happen. But what I'm saying is that for things to be written into the Constitution, for things to become laws of, of this great state of the United States of America, I say the great states, this great country of the United States of America, he's got to have those local politicians that tell the Senate, the this, the that. It's an uphill battle. But what I'm saying is that your local politician that becomes your mayor, that becomes your governor, that becomes your Senate, that becomes da-da-da-da-da, those are the people that you vote for. You help them make it there. Stay woke, y'all. Stay woke, okay? stay woke. And if you're from Texas and you're an educator, or you know anything about what I'm saying, put it in the comment. By the time you get the video, I'm going to be able to research it anyway. But all in all, stay woke. And ask yourself the question, why would they want to change the narrative of why, of the reasoning for the Civil War? Why would they want to do that? It's what I told you the other day. The person that controls the past controls the future. But what I didn't tell you is the government that controls the present controls the narrative of the past. They do. Think about it now. The government that is in control presently, like what they're trying to do in Texas, they control the narrative of the past. And definitely, those that control the narrative of the past definitely control the future. I can tell you that much right now. Because it could be an argument that, okay, well, this here wasn't wrong. It wasn't nothing wrong with the way we did things right here. So let's make a law to change this right here in the future to be a little bit more like it was back here in the past. That's why you got to make sure that the narrative, we as people, we got to make sure that our children, we got to make sure that we stay woke. All right, y'all? Now I'm finna go. I love you guys so much. I encourage you to do, like I said, if you're from Texas or whatever, or Alabama, and you know something about what I'm talking about, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments, so let's talk about it, for real. I love you guys so much. I encourage you to do. I'm finna get up out of here. So how about Dooley Jan? Thank you guys so much for being here. We truly appreciate each and every one of you, because you didn't have to be here. You could have chose to be with us in the world, but you chose to be right here with us, and we love you for it. So I'm like this Dooley Jan. Hey, round and round we go. Hey, round and round we go. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to see you guys next time, okay? Wait a minute, y'all. You guys look, always remember that there's always more than one way home. All you still have to do is get there. So get there, people. Get there. I love you all. And I'm going to see you guys next time. And if you're not here to watch me next time, you have lied to me. And I know you lied. Period. Bye-bye. Woo! I'm full. I'm full. Y'all, them was some big old ooga booga chicken legs. For real. We had to coat them junks and fry them junks and fry them. Well, that's a big old thing. I don't know if I ever had chicken leg that big in my life. Them was some huge chicken legs. I know, right? And I bought 2 whole bags of them. Yeah. Whew, I couldn't eat but 2, and my stomach is swollen up. And every one of them in that bag is big like that, y'all. But anyhow, y'all, remember what I said. Stay woke. Now is not the time, because things are changing and things have changed and we've came a long way. Now is not the time to go to sleep. Because for what has happened to us as African American people, black people, for what has happened to us in the past, we have an obligation to make sure that it doesn't happen in the future. And the only way we do is stay woke. Stay woke and use our power to vote. You got to stay woke. You know what I mean? You got to stay woke. You cannot be laid around, just because your life is good right now, you think that things done changed and you think that things can't go back to like they was because it's 2022. A lie. Who said that? Right.
Check 5 steps forward and 3 steps back.
Just because it's 2022 don't mean the slavery can't come back. Who said it can't? You live on United States, if you live on United States soil, whatever the United States, the government come up with to say that what's going to happen here, is what happened here. Stay woke. Make sure that you exercise your right to vote. Make sure that you understand what's going on in your state, in your city, in your whatever. You know, your local government all the way to your state officials. Make sure that you paying attention. Listen. Pay attention. Read up on things. Watch things. You know what I mean? You have to stay woke. I want y'all to listen to me now, because we all live here in the United States of America. And I know me for one. If I were born back then, baby, I know I wouldn't have made it. I know I wouldn't have. And I don't want my child or my grandchildren or my great-grandchildren to be subject to anything of the same. You know what I mean? So you got to stay woke. Y'all, we've got to pay attention to what's going on. These are minute laws that they doing here and doing there and doing there and doing that. You know what I mean? These are the people that these laws get passed and they get put in place because of the people that we elect. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you is, make sure that you use your right to vote. Make sure you know who you're voting for. Okay? Because if you know who you're voting for, you know most likely what it is that they will vote for. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to tell you? Don't just vote, y'all, because of color. Don't just vote Democratic because I'm Democratic or Republican because I'm Republican. Don't do that. Vote for the values of what the person has shown you throughout their careers, what they say out of their mouth, what can be proven, what can be disproven. Y'all, please make sure that you stay woke. Because I don't know how many ways I can tell you. The government that controls the president has the ability to spin a narrative for the past. And those who control the narrative of the past definitely control the future. Definitely. So, stay woke. I'm out.
Wait a minute. If you didn't, one thing, if you didn't push that notification button and that bell, you have lied to me. And I know you lied. Period.